Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to take this survival island and turn it into the perfect Elven themed survival spawn. I loved creating this build and working in this theme is always so much fun. We're getting started here by clearing off our entire island. We're going to be creating our own trees, so we don't need any of the ones that spawned in. Then planning out our structure. Lots of circles and very organic shapes involved in this structure, so planning it is really important. Then it's time to begin fleshing it out. Deciding on what colors I wanted was kind of hard, but I knew that I wanted to go for very nature-y tones. So sandstone, mushroom block, a green roof, and some spruce definitely works out. I think you can do a roof of pretty much any accent color here. My other favorite is the cyan blocks, but green fits in super well as well, and it's my favorite color, so very important. Now this is a survival spawn because it's going to have all of the amenities that you need when spawning in survival. So even though it's not created in survival, it's meant to be played in survival, like a survival map that you would download. So we're going to need all of the things that you would need in survival, like an enchantment table, a nether portal, farms, a storage area, all of those basic things. And it's also really important that this area is pretty, so some custom trees definitely help me out with that, with hanging lanterns. I mean, who doesn't love a hanging lantern from a tree? Of course, a dock area is also very suited. Since it is an island, after all, we are going to want a way to import our goods and get off of this island if that's ever needed. And no survival island would be complete without the addition of some farms. Very important. And I want these to be filled with all of the necessary shrubbery. I had a lot of fun in this build creating a lot of flowers and bushes and different green elements all around the island. That was a really important feeling that I wanted this place to have, and adding in those details makes all the difference. Over here we have a happy little portal surrounded by this tree. I love the idea that this tree's roots and branches kind of just took over this portal. This very evil thing that leads us to this dark place can be just sort of happy from this view, and I really enjoy that. Of course, some more farms are very important. This one's going to be a wheat farm, just trying to hide away all of my water and surrounding it by lots more of that greenery. I love all of the details that I was able to add to the outdoor paths here. This theme just makes me so incredibly happy, and I hope that it does the same for you. Now, let's go check out our final result. Welcome to my survival island. Honestly, if I could live here in Minecraft forever, I think I would be happy. This is like my ideal theme. I absolutely love it, and I can't wait to share it with all of you. I've completed all of the interior. Now let's take a little walkthrough, shall we? Starting over here on the docks, we have so much going on here. Look at all of the little bushes, the lovely little carts, wheelbarrows, oh, the farms. Just so lovely to look at all of this with the shaders on. Of course, we've got the sunrise coming through. Now, in here we've got two options. We can continue up this path over here, we can continue through the portal, and we also have a third option right here that takes us into the lower half of this structure. I love the way that this portal turned out. Look at that little piggy butt over there. What's going on? I love all of the passive mobs that have been spawning around here as well. I decided not to pen any up on this island. I didn't figure that we needed it, and I kind of like them walking around. The feeling of the portal here and through the tree is really lovely. I think you could even spruce this up a little bit more by adding in some nether wart kind of growing out from here. I think that would look really good and add to that sort of corrupted feel that the portal sometimes gives off, but I like it as it is as well. Let's start by entering into our basement, shall we? So I tried to make this as survival friendly as possible. Entering in here, we have our mine shaft that heads down right there, and when you come up, you have all of the things that you might need, as well as some smokers just in case you did get any meat from out here, although I do hope you're not hurting my passive animal friends. Inside, I decided I would place the chest room down here. I've been adding a few barrels as decorations so that you could do even more overflow storage. Little simple work desk over here, and this is plenty storage for someone like me. I don't know how much storage you guys need, but I don't tend to need a whole lot. I know in my last survival series, my storage room remained fairly small, even though I had the world for a year. We can, of course, head up the stairs right here. This would be the same as walking up that cobble path, which connects to that door right here. Oh, kitty. Coming up here, we have this lovely desk, the cartography table, a chicken, and in general, lots of herbs and plants hanging on the walls. I wanted to keep this all very nature-friendly in here. And we have a chicken working at the desk. Not sure why, but we do, and I'm okay with it. Through this way in here, we've got some more bookshelves, and this door connects us over this lovely bridge to our enchanting table. This is going to give us level 30 enchants and a really lovely view. I always kind of like having my enchantment tower in a special spot in my survival world, so this spot works perfectly for that, and I really like the view that it has, especially this one actually towards the trees, all of the greenery with the water in the background, the reflections. This is lovely. This shader pack, by the way, is the BSL shaders. They are absolutely gorgeous. Let's make our way back in here. We've got our anvil right there, of course, and upstairs is our bedroom. I wanted to take advantage here of the height of the ceiling. I could have easily done another floor in here and had more rooms, but I decided I wanted my master bedroom to be epic, a place where perhaps a queen could hang out. So a chandelier hanging down, and I wanted to really focus on lighting up this dome, making it very pretty and epic. A good place to come and take a nap and be able to look up. And of course, all of the view of these windows all around. Over here, we've got a map of the island. It's a pretty tiny island, so a pretty tiny map, but you get the point, I suppose. Let's head back down this way now and head out that path right there. Yes! This path curving along here, I think this is one of my new favorite things to do in a world. Having these curvy staircases that kind of hug around building make such a difference rather than those like 90-degree angle ones. If I had done one of those, it just wouldn't fit in with the terrain quite the same. I really like doing little things like that. Also on this build, I did practice my free-handing of the spheres. So some of them, like this one, turned out really lovely, but then we have this one which was a little bit more awkward. And if you were with me when I streamed this build, you know that I had to do some work with the sandstone here to kind of cover up my mistakes. Doing spheres by hand is definitely tricky. Something, however, that really helps with that shaping is to do the shading that I've done here. So you can do this in a lot of different gradients, but this is an example of one with the green. It's a great chance to use your glazed terracotta if you ever want to, and you can do this with any color. Let me show you some examples. So when I'm setting up my gradients, I usually pick the color tone that I'm wanting to go for first, and then I build on that. This is an example of the cyan one that I also really, really love with this theme, but you can do so many. Something that I like to do when I'm setting these up sometimes is to look in here. If you look, we've got our orange one. This block can transition us really well from our cyan into our more orange colors. So we can go from there into maybe a red sandstone. And then once we're into orange, we can use the pumpkin or the honeycomb or whatever you wish to transition us more into the yellow zone. And you can see that you can go pretty much in any direction with this. Let me set up another one really quickly. So maybe if we wanted to do it in red, red is always a really easy one to set up. So we've got our darker tone right here. We want to transition that into a middle tone. I like using the nether wart to do that because you'll see if we go from here to the red concrete or to the more muted terracotta, it's a pretty big jump. So we've got our darker tone, and then if we went straight there, you know, that's a big jump because the concrete's not textured. But if we add in something textured and then go concrete, that works as a little bit better of a buffer because in the nether wart, we've got these darker pixels right here. and these lighter pixels right here that kind of match with our concrete. So we can kind of color match a little bit in this way and set up so many different gradients. Another one that I really love that you maybe wouldn't expect is this kind of muted purple one. You can head kind of from the nether brick into the purple terracotta into the light gray terracotta, and all of these color tones kind of work together, right? Like they really do. On a larger scale roof, you would definitely get the feeling that this blends together a little better than it does right here. So as you can see, there's so much that you can do with color. Definitely experiment with it whenever you get a chance in your creative worlds. Anyways, with all of that said, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I really appreciate you supporting my channel and clicking on my video. If you'd like to see more content like this, please feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. Thank you once again for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone!